Yo, BJ Gaddour here. I want to talk about kind of first thoughts on something I'm working on, which is bouncing / rebounding to get a good lymphatic pump. The calves are considered the second heart. Activating the calf muscles will actually circulate blood throughout the entire body and use the most important part too is clearing that lymphatic system. You sit a lot, you get inflammation, edema, pumping out the whole system, but we want to do it with as much low impact as possible, or as little impact as possible. Many of you know I have very aggressive knee arthritis. I've got no more shock absorption in the knee joints, so I've got to create surfaces that make it as if I do have those shock absorbers I had when I was young. So if you're battling arthritis, whether it be the knees, the feet, anything in the lower body, even your low back, by the way, you'll notice that that can start to take a toll on the lumbar spine. A couple options here. Any good thick padded mat will help versus the floor, right? And again, I like doing these barefoot because I'm trying to strengthen my feet, get some toe separation at the same time. It also kind of makes it self-limiting. I can't go too hard or too fast when I'm barefoot, but I don't want to do it at the expense of too much impact forces. So a mat like this, a gymnastics mat, is ideal. You can go to just Google gymnastics mats. You've seen me training those before too, where it's like a very thick but sturdy thing you can do a lot of jumping on. That's what they use, gymnasts, so they don't totally destroy themselves. That's one option. You can go ab mats. Another option is kind of a surface to do this stuff on. I love the sand dune stepper. It's basically like a mini rebounder in terms of how it feels. It's meant to feel like you're in sand, but it also has the give back of a trampoline or a rebounder. You can also get a little mini trampoline or rebounder and play with that. This is what I have. And again, the goal here is, and I can break up my day with some EHO every hour on the hour for like 1 or 2 minutes at a time. Just starting with some straight legged, not knees locked out, but just straight legged position. Just work on some basic pogo jumps, all right? And you can go hands here. I like this in the sense I can stretch my anterior shoulder, chest a bit, be mindful of my low back. And I'll just work an inhale, exhale cycle through the nose. Forward contacts, inhale. Forward contacts, exhale. And I can ride that breath train for 1 to 2 plus minutes. You can also just make this a cardio workout watching TV. All right. Now I can play with a little bit of knee bend. So kind of linebacker, athletic position, tennis. I've got the bends, ankles, knees, and hips. Doing some kind of bounces like that. You get more quad stress, more hip thigh overall, but specifically quad. Just kind of bouncing on it. I can bring some marches into play. Exhale up, inhale down, driving in. That can also bring it if you get too tired. Moving some marches. I can bring some running into it. 4-4, breathing. Go nasal only if you really want to challenge yourself. I can also kind of play with, it's kind of like the boxer's bounce. Doing a couple left, couple right. Just don't hold your breath, smooth breathing. Playing with that a little bit. I can also play with feet fire. So I'm actually now attacking. I'm not just kind of bouncing down, I'm attacking the ground. I can go higher. I can go lower. I can go double. That's really hard. So you're, again, attacking the ground so much. Little quad, overall cardio, rocking that out. And you can also kind of flow between positions, have some fun that way. I like working in some sub-maximal jumps. So I'll load up as low as I can, thumbs out, sit the landing, land soft, own it. So all those impact forces are really dissipated. I can get that fast twitch fiber elasticity work. Keep trying to come back lower and lower, load up that whole system. Finishing it off. You can play with, a little more single-legged. It's really tough to go because of how thick it is to go kind of one leg all the way at a time, but just kind of shift the weight over and make it as single-legged as you need. But so many ways to use this guy. Bounces, straight-legged, bounces back. So just again, this is like running without the impact forces. I want to stay elastic, I want to stay bouncy. I can't take the impact forces, especially at frequency and volume. So work this in for recovery, Work this in for EHO, little energy burst during the day. 1 to 2 minute block during the day, you're not gonna get as tired or sweaty, but this will also be a nice 10 to 20 minute extended lymphatic pump. 5 to 10 minute starter finisher, 10 to 20 minute, even plus just straight cardio. Treat it just like you would doing a running workout, any sort of steady state cardio. You're just bouncing, need a rest, march. Running in place, either low quick, foot fire, or high up. And again, really getting things going. So lots more to come with this, kind of just experimenting, but whether it's a padded mat, a sand dune stepper, using ab mats, again, not as good, but much less force than the floor, or even if you want to invest in mini trampoline rebounder, highly recommended. Keeping the Achilles, the feet, the toes, elastic, resilient, lymphatic pump, total body circulation, saving the joints. All right, peace.